Hi guys, this is Bandicat. This is a weird video. I usually stick to pets in Minecraft, but in this video I have a rainbow loom tutorial for you. So I was trying basically to make a bird of paradise bracelet, and in the end I ended up making this. I don't know how, it just kind of happened. But I tried to not follow the video and just do it by memory, but this happened. I'm not sure if somebody else has done this design or if it has an official name. But I'm basically just calling it the shark spine because the bands running through the middle are just a little bit higher than the other bands. So it's really cool. So I will be showing you how to make that. So let's get started. One more thing, basically I have to keep the videos under 15 minutes, so if it takes longer, then this video will be in 2 parts, and it'll just kind of pop up on screen saying end of part 1, and I'll upload both parts together, so you can just click on the next video. So yeah, now let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're just going to put it into the offset position. And yes, I know I have no middle connector right now, but that's just because it's on another loom, because I was making rubber band dragons earlier and that needed more than one loom. But anyway, so just put it into the offset position with the arrows facing away from you. And I'm sorry if I go a bit fast, but I would definitely master triple single and other kind of hard bracelets before you decide to do this one, because it is just a little bit harder because the looming is a bit more complicated. But anyway, now let's get started after all that. So first you're gonna want to decide what color you want to be for your border. And so this one where it's purple and blue, you will actually be placing them down and then placing them down again. I know that sounds confusing, and this video is kind of dark, sorry about that again. But just pick a color you want on the outside. For this one I picked 2 colors to be on the outside, and for this one there's only 1 color on the outside, but I'm going to be putting, I think, green on the outside. So what you're going to do, even if you choose to do 2 colors like this, you're still only going to take one of those colors. So what you're going to do is you're going to start like this. Sorry, I bumped the camera. And you're just going to go from the first peg here to the second peg here. Okay, sorry I had to cut there. I just had to get it so my loom was positioned correctly. Okay, so taking your first color, you're just going to take green and you're going to go all the way from here to the end. So basically like you would on a starburst, bracelet. So I think that this design would be kind of just as hard as a starburst would, just because of all the complicated looming. And I'm trying to place the bands by looking at the camera just so I make sure I don't go off screen. So my hands are going to be a bit uncoordinated. So all you're doing is you're just placing one band after the other, going up the loom until you get to the very top. So I'll just show you one side and then I'll cut and come back with the other side done. And I'm sorry I'm using green. I guess it's a little bit hard to see. So you're going to go there, and then you're not going to go to the top. You're just going to go inward. So you're going to take one band from here to here. And then do that exact same thing on the opposite side. And then I'll cut back and come back in. Okay, so your loom should now look like this, with once again that end peg, that end band, I'm sorry. Instead of going from here to here, you want it to go from here into the middle. So now you're going to choose the band that you want to be the spines. Well, not this part, not the white bands, the blue bands. You're going to choose what color band you want to be those. So I'm going to be using this same blue, and I have it right here. And what you're going to be doing is you are going to take it and you are going to put it from the first peg, from your very first peg all the way up onto your second left peg. So you took it and you put it on the middle, and then you overstretched it to the second peg. And then you're going to be taking another band and you're going to be doing that exact same thing by overstretching it. So it basically looks like a big V. So now, instead of just keep doing that same pattern all the way up, we are going to take the band that we want to be in the middle, so now the white bands, and we are going to place it from here to here. So see, so now you have a V with just a little band going down the middle of it. So instead of just doing that whole thing up the loom and doing this like makes it so that you're able to loom it, if that makes any sense. But if you didn't do this, it would not like get the same pattern. So this is why you have to just do it like that. Am I making sense? I hope I am. I hope by at least the visual you can kind of understand what I'm saying. But now we're gonna just repeat that. So you're going to do that same V by overstretching it. So you're going to skip the first peg that it looks like it should go to, just go to that next peg, and then you're going to do that again. So going from here to here by doing that. So now you have another V. Then taking your next color band, you're going to place it from this peg where you started your V onto the next peg. Instead of overstretching that one, you're just going to do it a normal stretch to the next peg. So I'll do this, I think, 2 more times with you, and then I'll cut the video and come back in. And if you still don't get it, feel free to watch it back again so you understand it a little better. So once again, you're going to go from that, so stay on that same peg where that blue ended and go from there to overstretching it to that peg, and then do the same on the opposite side, so going from there all the way to there on the opposite side, so like that, and then taking your different color band and going up like that. So is that making sense, everybody? So you just have, basically you put on a V, then put another band on, then put on another V, put another band on, put on another V, and then another band on. So let's try that one more time, and then I'll cut out. So going from here all the way to here, and from there all the way to there, and then putting that one band into the middle. And stop once you do your final V that can be placed, like, I don't know if it's, I think it's, yeah, so the final V will be from here to here, and I'll show you how to end it off. Just continue up to your last V and put a band there, and then I'll show you at the end. So I'll cut out now. Okay, so now you have your V pattern all the way down with the one band going through the middle, and you've gone to here. So instead of starting another V going from here to here, we're just going to take one more of that middle color, and just place it from here to there. So that is what it should look like with all these V's, and except for that last one with just an extra band going down. Okay, so now it would be like the obvious time to loom, right? Nope, we're not entirely done quite yet. So you're going to basically repeat step 1 by putting on all the border colors, so like the screen. So this is the time that if you wanted to have 2 colors on the outside, that you would take your second color. But since I'm going to be doing it the same, basically doing it the same way to just, it would look prettier than this was like basically the first one I made. I thought it would be a cool bird of paradise, but now it's just like the shark's fine. So you're basically going to just keep going up the sides like this again. So now all you're doing is you're repeating step 1, except now you have bands on top of it. So just going up the side. Is that pretty self-explanatory? You're just going up the side of your loom, repeating step 1. So yeah, just keep doing. Just keep looming, just keep looming. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna make another Finding Nemo. Well, at least they should. But anyway, I'll cut back in when I'm done. Okay, so now your loom should look like this, and it'll go all the way down like that, and you have, looking at it from the side, you should have 1 green band on the top and 1 green band on the bottom. So now we can start to loom. So you want to flip it around and just cap off your end, and I assume that you've capped off bracelets ends before, and now we're going to start looming. Okay, so as long as you basically follow the way the rubber bands are going, you should loom this fine, but it still is a bit confusing. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go under your capping band and grab the first band that you come to. So for me, that is going to, well, if you've done this correctly, it should be that green border band. And I'm not used to looming on camera, so that's why I look so clumsy. I'm reaching around the tripod as well, which is something I've never done before, and it's weird. But anyway, then you want to go back down, and you are going to grab that other band, so the border band, but you're not going to grab both of them. So yeah, I have it. I just grabbed the top one, and the two bottom of those border bands are still there. So then you're going to want to go back in and grab the next band you find, and then that will be the blue middle band, or what any color you did it, but it will be the middle band. Then going back under, grabbing the first band you come to, just like the first time. Oop, I did that wrong. It's my own bracelet and I did it wrong. Going the first band you came to, which should be the same color band, which should be the same side. So if you loom this way first, you should be able to loom back that way again. And then going back under and grabbing it, you're going to go like that. So it's basically kinda like a starburst, but there are just a few more steps. So it should look like this, with the hole being big. There should be a little hole here, and with this one kind of looks like it's like very close, and then those two like that. So now what you're going to start by going up the sides. So once again, you're going to go under and grab the first band you come to, which should be this band right here. Am I right? Yeah. So you're going to loom that up. Oops, sorry, my fingers were kind of in the way, but anyway, loom that one up. And then you're going to go back under and grab the next band you find, which should be this blue band. Once again, I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way and loom, and I usually I don't loom like sitting up like this. I usually loom differently, but this is okay. I shouldn't complain. So you're going to find this diagonal band, and you're going to go down to that peg, and this should make kind of a long raindrop shape. So basically all I did was I went in, I grabbed that blue band, and I loomed it to there. So then you're going to go back in and find that next band, which should also be that other side band. So now it should look like this, with no bands left on the bottom, and all of them are loomed to that peg. So then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, and you're going to go down, grab the first band that you come to, which should be this first green green rubber band, and you're going to loom it up, and come on, there we go, loom that up. So you still have one under, and then you're going to go find the next band, which is that blue band. Oh, I got two. If you ever get two, just separate them. So yeah, it probably looks a little confusing. That's why you should be kind of an advanced loomer, because one, I'm really terrible at these instructions, and it'll probably be really hard to understand me. So it's basically kind of like all the other things, and two, because it's just a bit of a weird looming pattern. So then you're going to go in and grab that, once again, that bottom band. And don't worry if your things look weird like this, like there's a little extra opening here. That is how it should look, and that is just fine if that's there and if these are crossed like that. So yeah, this looks a little weird when looming it. So now instead of just keep going up, you're going to loom this one. So the blue middle band, and you're going to put it just put it up one peg. Then you're going to repeat the whole process again. So it's a lot of looming for this bracelet. So then you're going to go back under, grab that first band you come to, which will be that top green band. Going back under again, grab the other first band you come to. Ooh, that was a side band. If you grab a band and you don't know where it came from, your best interest is to probably Your best interest is to probably just put it back on the peg, and then try and loom again. And if all the bands come off, try and fix it. Oh, okay. So putting that band from that peg to there, and then going in and grabbing the next band, which should be that border color band, and going to the front. Then going into the other side, grab that first band you come to, so it would be the border, and then next band you come to, which is the blue, and then going back in and grabbing that other border. And then, of course, going up and looming the one middle, I'm really blocking the way, and then looming